Thank you so much for that question. So, what is Miss Abbie's Kids? I get asked that question often, particularly as we grow. Miss Abbie's Kids is a youth development nonprofit started in the Northeast Bronx to build a healthier, more sustainable Bronx child through real world teachings. And what that basically means is that all of those things that are not focused on in the schoolhouse, those lessons that we need and the areas that we need built up in communities of color and intentionally divested from communities, we teach our kids and we take them into the real world to put them into real-time practice. So we know that building children up in this manner keeps them away from the criminal justice system, and it's our contribution to helping to end mass incarceration. Economic justice, educational justice, health justice, spiritual equality, all of these areas, and so many more areas. Awesome. So who is Miss Abbie, huh? Miss Abbie was a lover of life. Most importantly, Miss Abbie poured love and light into everyone that was around her, regardless of the struggles that she went through. A woman who battled heroin addiction, a woman who battled the criminal justice system because she was penalized and criminalized for her addiction. Miss Abbie was a woman who used her own failing health in regards to diabetes, hypertension, enlarged heart, coronary disease, kidney malfunction, liver dysfunction. She used all of those tools to build up the people that are around her, that were around her. She died at 57, so that's about 7 years ago, from 4th-stage lung cancer. And if I have to describe Miss Abbie in one word, I would use the word love. And so on another note, Miss Abbie is also affectionately referred to as my mom. That's who Miss Abbie was. That's who she is. Yeah, so that's a great question. Miss Abbie's Kids runs a host of programming and workshops and activities throughout the year that our young people are widely engaged in. The Judge Shadow program, the Sleepaway program that happens in the summer, centers around farming and swimming. Healing the body through yoga, healing the body through kickboxing, life skills, leadership development, the civic engagement program, the arts and crafts, put the handguns down, pick up a glue gun program, the Black Homeschool Parent Initiative, Get Checked with Friends, centers around breast health and prevention of cancer. There are so many, and I know we're going to get a chance to talk about a few of those in depth today, but that's a remarkable question. We do a lot out here. Absolutely. So the Judge Shadow program is a program that we started this year in 2019 through a partnership with a judge in Brooklyn Family Court to teach our kids and to demystify the court process to our kids. What happens is that they'll have a workshop with the judge and they get taught about all the different sections of the court system, the courthouse, the building itself, what goes on there. We then take them to the courthouse where they get a chance to visit the judge's chambers and get educated about, the physical space. And then they get to sit on the bench with the judge as she is presiding over real life cases. And what that does for our kids is it gives them an opportunity to understand this justice system from the other side of the bench. Every time we're in a courtroom situation, we're usually on the opposite end, and we might be scared, we might be flustered, confused about what's happening, and it's ultimately important to make sure that our kids, especially since children are being arrested as young as 6 years old, understand what that process is and can envision themselves behind that bench in that black robe, making those decisions, helping people's lives, and changing the narrative around how we use our court system, in our country, particularly among people who have been disenfranchised for our notable existence in this country. So that's a program that we're really, really proud of, and we're looking forward to expanding and also landing internships between our girls and that system as well. overarching themes that are carried out through the body of our work over the last several years center around youth development, prevention, justice, ending the cycle of mass incarceration, letting our young people go out of cages, being steadfast about the justices that our young people, unfortunately, because they are intentionally divested from communities, to know that they deserve every bit of everything that this country and that our world has to offer. It's their birthright. It's all of our birthright. Awesome. Yeah. So sure, I can tell you a little bit about the summer program, the sleepaway program that we started this summer in 2019. So Miss Abbie's kids started a summer program this past summer in 2019 called the Miss Abbie's Girls Summer Camp Style Sleepaway Club. And we took 7 girls from the inner city, from the Bronx and Harlem, black and brown girls, to a 287-acre farm in Connecticut to teach them the art of agriculture and how to become producers in the world instead of consumers. A lot of our history here is around consumerism and what you can take, and this program was specifically designed to teach young girls what they can give and how we give to the world. And so we focused on farming, and the girls learned how to take a seed to a plug, to put it into the ground, to produce, to harvest, and to also feed people. And it was one of the most remarkable things that we've ever experienced. The other emphasis was something else that we believe our young people are missing in the inner city, which is how to swim, which 100% of our girls by the end of the trip knew how to swim. And that was 1 week. We had no cell phones, we slept in tents, we slept outside, we slept in sleeping bags in the wilderness, no electricity. You have to walk a few blocks to get to the restroom if you needed to go, and what we would consider blocks here, right? To get to the restroom. And there were many other things that took place, visual arts, improv and theater, money matters, book club, leadership development. And it was a remarkable experience. We're looking forward to going for 2 weeks this upcoming summer and expanding the program. And our intention is to expand that program 1 week a year until we hit 5 weeks. By that time, we will have reached 500 girls, according to our calculations. And the other idea is to make sure that as each set of young ladies comes through the program, that they're able to come back in the next year or 2 years as a counselor in training, and retrain up those next set of girls. The other very unique thing about our summer sleepaway program is that it's not just a camp. The reason why it's titled club is because what we know about a camp is that it ends every year at the end of the summer or whenever the stop point is, and you don't know if those kids are coming back the following year, and will you see your friend again. But with this club, that is the kickoff to our year-long leadership program, where the girls are involved in various activities throughout the year that keep them connected. And since most of the girls are from the same community, it increases the chances of them being able to stay connected in a very meaningful and powerful way. So when we talk about organizing and building young people from the ground up, this is literally what we mean. Thank you for that question. Wow. So my legacy? I guess I would say that what I would hope for in the future when people hear Miss Abbie's kids to know about me is that everything that we built was led with love. And that hope is something that absolutely can change the trajectory of a young person's life. Quite literally, I've seen some of my young people put down a gun and pick up their heart, because now they know they have options. That's what I would want the world to know about this legacy of Miss Abbie, is that no matter what your circumstance is, you deserve love, and you deserve to be able to pour love and be the change that you need to see in the world. Sure. So every October 31st, we hold the Miss Abbie's Halloween extravaganza, health fair and block event. And just to note, we don't celebrate Halloween. It's not a holiday for us. But what we recognize, what Miss Abbie realized, was that on that day, our kids are out looking for the worst things that they could put into their body. They're looking for trouble and mischief to get into. And oh boy, what sense does it make to stop you dead in your tracks? Teach you about better alternatives of foods and treats that you could put into your body, and then also talk to you about the diseases that other stuff causes. So Miss Abbie died 7 years ago, and so 7 years ago we started this event to raise awareness, to push people to action, and to change the narrative about what you have to accept to put in your body, even though we live in a food desert. And we've been wildly successful. Over 13,500, nearly 14,000 young people and families served in these 7 years. We close off the street, Decatur Avenue between Fordham Road and East 193rd in the Bronx, here in the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx. And our event has spread from the Bronx to Jersey. Connecticut comes out, Boston comes out, and October 31st every year, rain or shine, we're here. So the top two things that we need as Miss Abbie's kids, the top two things that we need as Miss Abbie's kids are a building so that we can run all of our programming year long in a safe space. So when I see our young people in the street, quite literally, I can grab them by the hand and bring them in. The other thing that we need is money, and not just anyone's money, because we've been operating on community support in our own funds for years. We want to continue to stay in partnership with people who truly believe in our vision, whose gut gets excited when you hear about the work that Miss Abbie's Kids is doing. So there's several ways that you can participate if that is you, folks who are excited about the work that we do, as excited as we are. And you can go to our website at missabbieskids.org. You can Venmo Miss Abbie's Kids. You can Cash App Miss Abbie's Kids. You can PayPal missabbieskids@gmail.com. Because without your support, we can't make it. No man is an island. That was a great question. Thank you. Absolutely. So our website is www.missabbieskids.org, and that's MISSABBIESKIDS.org, missabbieskids.org. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook under Miss Abbie's Kids, and Facebook is Miss Abbie's Kids Halloween Health Fair. So thank you so much for everything, and we hope to see you on our journey in the next several years to come. Thank you.